What's up everyone, Chef Dave back with another cooking video, and today we're going to talk something that I really love and is not traditionally speaking in my culture, if you will, but I love red beans and rice. Just a huge fan. Southern food as a whole, I guess that, Southern food and Portuguese food have a lot of correlation as far as that comfort food level is concerned. And so I really like lots of Southern food dishes, lots of braises and beans and things like that. Always been a huge fan. And, you know, in these economic times, a pot of red beans with some rice, I mean, you can't you can't ask for much better. And so I'm gonna go down the way I kind of make my red beans. Not, I wouldn't say it's out of tradition by any means, but maybe the quantities of things might be a little bit out of tradition. Again, I've not done a ton of deep research as far as the traditions go. I mean, respectfully, obviously, and nor do I claim this to be a traditional recipe. But I do claim it to be delicious, and that is the most important thing to me. So let's get cooking. I'll show you the ingredients, and we're gonna start making it. Takes a little bit of time. Takes like 2.5, 3 hours to make. You know, the beans got to cook. So it's something that you'd want to start in the morning, maybe, or even the day before, and then reheat. It's great the next day. I mean, anything with beans is great the next day. So, enough talk. Let's get into it. All right, the ingredients we need for our red beans and rice are small red beans. Oftentimes you'll see these in the grocery store, at least around me, as like Dominican red beans. Different than kidney beans. Just, be aware of that. They are kind of like a small little round bean when they're dry. These have been soaked for 24 hours. The water changed several times. You can also quick soak. I'll link a video to that. We've got the Trinity in onions, celery, peppers. We also have jalapeno pepper to add a nice kick to it. Quite a bit of vegetables. I like mine with a lot of vegetables. Also, again, we're talking about, making a pot that lasts for several meals. We've got garlic, bay leaf, some my own mix of kind of like Creole seasoning. Just basically paprika, oregano, cayenne, get a little bit of cumin in there. Very sort of basic. You're not over spicing it, so we're not worried too much about that. Our flavors are coming from the vegetables. And then smoky product, always. Traditionally, you'll see andouille sausage, or ham bones, stuff like that. I am a sucker for turkey necks. I absolutely love turkey necks. They're going to bring a ton of flavor, that smoky quality to it, and then I love eating them afterwards. Always been a big fan. So these are our ingredients for our simple red beans. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we've got our nice wide bottom pot. I'm a big advocate of a wide bottom pot. I don't like cooking beans piled high on top of each other. I just think they don't cook evenly. Now it's okay. Listen, if you're halfway full, as far as the bean level is concerned on this, I think that's fine. But I try not to do it unless I'm cooking beans to like puree, because then it matters a little bit less because you're cooking them till they're mush. I like to keep them at 3 to 4 inches in depth, if possible. Sometimes you can't do that, and that's all right. Depends on how big of a pot of beans you're going. That just means I think you're going to have to gently stir them a little bit more often. So I'm going to start here over medium-high heat. You can use pork lard for this, obviously canola oil or something like that. I'm trying to stay away from some of the seed oils. I love the animal fats. So this is just really good olive oil that I'm using. You can definitely use what you have on hand and what you prefer. No judgment there. Obviously, pork lard is fantastic. Always a winner in my book. And once that oil is nice and hot, we're going to add our Trinity. All right. We got lots of vegetables in there. We got the onions. I like to saute the onions first for a little bit just to get them softened. And then I add the rest of the Trinity after that. You don't have to go too crazy with the seasoning yet. You're not looking for color here. That's not our purpose. We're just softening. We're going to add the rest of our Trinity here. We got the celery, peppers, we got the jalapeno, and now we're going to sweat that down. All right, once we've got this stuff kind of melting down, not ready yet, we're going to add the garlic, bay leaf, and the spices. And we're going to sweat this out until everything's very soft and tender, and it gets very aromatic. All right, I mean, this smells so good right now. It's crazy what simple ingredients can do, honestly. Nice, everything's getting nice and tender. And now it's time to add our beans, our turkey necks. Okay, beans. Boom. And to this we're going to add 6 cups of water. To this we're going to add 6 cups of water. Right to the top. The water is going to reduce down quite a bit as it cooks, because we're going to cook this without a top on, okay? We're going to gently stir this. We're going to let this come to a simmer or a boil first, and then we're going to drop it to a gentle simmer, and it's going to cook for 2.5 hours. We'll check for seasoning after about an hour or so, because there is lots of salt in the turkey necks, and so salt will come out on top of a little bit of salt that we put in already, but we do want to make sure it's nice and seasoned. All right, we're an hour and a half in, almost there. The beans are just about tender. Everything's just about tender. We're going to let this cook for another half hour. Reduce the sauce a little bit more, concentrate it, and then we'll be perfect. And there you have it. So this has been cooking for 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Look at that, beautiful. It's starting to get thick. And again, it's only going to get better as it sits, but that's where you kind of want it. In my book, you got a little sauciness. All the meats are tender. The beans are super tender. All the veggies are tender. And all we need is a nice big bowl of rice. That's it. All right, let's line ourselves up. We got our rice. This is just jasmine rice. Perfectly fluffy and cooked. Look at that. Great looking rice. Nice and fluffy. Gotta love that. Perfect. Okay. This looks so damn good. I'm gonna try to do this as clean as possible. Nice. Make sure you get some of that liquid in there. Boom. Look at that. A couple more turkey necks. Boom. Now we're talking. All right, there you go. Look at that. All the mirepoix, the trinity of vegetables, rice underneath, the turkey necks. You can garnish this with some scallion, some green onion. I don't have any currently, so I'm just going to eat mine with some hot sauce. So, all right, let's give this a taste. We got our bowl of red beans and rice. Again, you can do some green onion garnish on there. It's fantastic. I don't have any right now, so I didn't buy any. I'm going to go with a little hot sauce. I don't have Crystal. Don't come at me. The South. I know. Crystal's fantastic. I love Tabasco. I love Crystal. I probably like Crystal a little bit better than Tabasco, but I do love Tabasco as well. You can finish your red beans with a little bit of acid or hot sauce in the big pot. I kind of like to let people do their own thing, personally. So, I'm not afraid of a little hot sauce. Let's get in there. This is hot. Let me grab a towel. This is hot. Let's give the rice and beans a little taste. Man, that's so good. It's comfort in a bowl. It really is. And you got the turkey necks, smoked turkey necks, the meat just comes right off of them. So good, so smoky, so delicious. Give this a try. Make it yours, make it your version. But a bowl of red beans and rice is one of the most comforting things you can eat. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining me, everyone. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and Chef Dave will see you on the next one. Peace.